YouTubers. So have you ever known anybody that has a friend that mortally injured them when they were young? Kind of like Jerry Garcia, how he's missing that middle, this finger, if you watch him play. It's like I think one of his friends chopped his finger off when they were kids. And so, you would have kids that run together when they're kids, and sometimes, especially farmers' kids have like incidents with tools and big tractors and stuff. That's one of their friends' fault. Like, you know what I mean? And then they have to live with it. And so sometimes, these things really need to be ironed out. Like, there has to be like a super subtle humbleness from the person that harmed that other person, and I mean, I'm not, if they stay in their life, I mean, obviously they don't have to do that once they're out of their lives, but if they were to remain in their lives, I would think the dynamic would be a little more like, my gosh, I can't believe what I've done to you, and I owe you. I just feel like I've affected your life, taken a percentage of your happiness away, so humbly I'll kind of submit. But now, and this is where it gets tricky, there's some people that'll accidentally hurt their friend as youngsters and then won't ever air any of it, just due to ego and pride, almost leaving the victim wondering where an apology is going to be, and even kind of staying friends with this person just to hopefully get some kind of amends, just something. And so that's where I think I walked into a situation today where God or the multiverse or the creator or whatever power has power over us decided enough was enough. That's such a pretty lick. So I walk into the Pink store in Arcata, California. And I go get a drink, soda or something, and come back to the line. And in front of me, there's this woman named Sunshine. And not at all like her name. So she's one of those speed freaks, she's on that, they call it go fast or tweak and so they do just some of the most extraordinary things. Like one day I walked into the plaza in Arcata, and she had a crowd around her, and she looked me dead in the eye. I didn't even really know her that well, and she said, "Gabe, didn't there used to be a phone booth right here?" And this was like in 2020, and I was like, and in California there are some phone booths, but there wasn't one on the corner of Arcata Liquors, in the last whatever. And I said, no, not yet. She meant yesterday, like she was near it. So anyway, we're standing in line at the Pink store, and in front of us are two gentlemen, and one of them is an arm amputee, or an amputee, I'm not for certain. So, I'm just standing there, and all of a sudden that lady Sunshine pipes up, and she says to him, "Who took your arm?" And the guy looked dead at his friend and said, "He did." And so right at this minute, I don't know why, I don't know what it is, I don't know why this captivated me, but I felt like another something else, like, in other words, like, humans in this situation were not in control of what was getting ready to happen at all. Like, if you see what I mean. So she said, "He did," and then it all kind of just fizzled out. So let's just imagine that these guys, and they look like they weren't happy. They did not look like they were joking and joking. The one dude wasn't throwing his one arm at the other. It wasn't happy, nothing. It was just really somber. So, what if on the way back home in the truck or whatever, the guy that hurt the other guy becomes a little defensive at first and then gets his bearings and says, man, I'm so sorry, bro. Seriously. So that's just some one of those times that, that guy didn't wake up that morning and think, today's the day I'm going to iron this out. Today's the day that, I'm going to throw it out in admittance of how wrong I was and how bad I feel. So it's kind of interesting. Anyway, thanks.